What's up out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse and I am back for another comic book video. And this time, I'm going to be doing top 10 DC superhero sidekicks. And for this video, I brought in my own sidekick, dude, why are you wearing a mask?
I'm trying to hide my secret identity.
We don't have secret identities. Okay, I am bringing in my kid, Jacob. And since we're both wearing Batman shirts, we're going to play a little bit of... Okay, enough of that. Alright, as I said, top 10 superhero sidekicks. So, let's get started with number 10.
Wait.
Yes.
One for each sidekick.
One per superhero?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's 5 Robins.
You know, that is a very good point. There are 5 Robins. Okay, we're only going to be doing 1 per superhero because there's also 4 Batgirls.
And we're not trying to make it Batman super sidekick video.
Yeah, we could actually do that another time. Alright, so let's get started with number 10. Alright, coming in at number 10.
It's Kid Devil.
Kid Devil, Edward Bloomberg, first appeared in Firestorm Volume 2, number 24, in 1984. He's actually the newest of all the sidekicks that I have on this list. When Kid Devil first started out, he did not have any superpowers. He built a combat suit so he could partner up with a hero he idolized, Blue Devil. Blue Devil said that he didn't want a sidekick at first until Kid Devil stopped a hijacking. He helped stop a hijacking. After that, he became the Blue Devil's sidekick. Later on, he would make a deal with the Demon Lord Neron to be able to have powers similar to Blue Devil. It was later revealed that Neron did not give him demonic powers, but actually activated a dormant metahuman gene inside of him. With his metahuman gene activated, he can breathe fire, he has super strength, enhanced agility, endurance, and healing. He has burning skin, where if somebody were to touch his skin, it could burn them. Retractable wings and teleportation. He would later go on to become the hero Red Devil, but that is for another list. Now, number 9 and number 8.
Wait.
What?
Sidekick.
What, this? Yeah, it actually is a cape. It comes with the shirt.
Why do I get that
Maybe for the next video. Why are you out of frame? Okay. Now you do look a lot like me. That's scary. Alright, number 9 and number 8, don't do that, would eventually take over the roles of the superheroes they were sidekicks with. Now, coming in at number 9.
It's
Squire Civil Sheldrake first appeared in Batman number 62 in 1950. This is also his first appearance alongside of the superhero he sidekicks for. I mispronounced his name. Cyril Sheldrake. He was the original squire to the original knight, Percy Sheldrake. When his father was killed by his archenemy, he slipped into a depression of drugs and alcohol, which depleted his family fortune. He was found by a young lady who would become the next squire and nursed him back to health, where Cyril would eventually become the new knight. But that's a video for another time. Cyril is a trained detective, has advanced hand-to-hand combat techniques, and is an expert swordsman. He also wears the knight armor, which does have magical properties which can repel swords and light projectiles, making him moderately bulletproof. Now, coming in at number 8.
It's Sandy the Gordon.
Yes, Sandy was Sanderson Hawkins. First appeared in Adventure Comics number 69 in 1941. Sandy Hawkins was the ward of the original Sandman Wesley Dodge. And after a bizarre accident, Sandy was able to transform himself into silicone or sand. He later took up the superhero identity Sand before he would finally take over as Sandman. As the Golden Boy, he was trained in criminology and investigation. He also has leadership and skills in martial arts.
Now number 7 was his sidekick.
And number 6 also started as a sidekick, but later would become a sidekick slash mentor to the next generation of superheroes. Let's do those now. Now, coming in at number 7.
It's the first Batgirl.
Yes, she was the first Batgirl. Elizabeth Kane first appeared in Batman number 139 in 1961. Elizabeth Kane is the niece of the original Batgirl, Katie Kane. When she found out that her aunt was Batwoman, she decided that she wanted to be a superhero too. Katie was at first against it, but then decided to let her, thinking that it would get it out of her system and she'd be done with it. She was very adept at being Batgirl, that she would remain as the costumer adventurer and sidekick to Batwoman for many years, not only helping out Batwoman, but would on occasion help out with Batman and Robin. Later on, she would become the superhero known as Flamebird. Elizabeth is very good with gadgets, making up some of her own weaponry that she would use as Batgirl, and she also has basic hand-to-hand combat practice. Coming in at number 6.
Stripes.
Stripes sees Pat Dugan first appeared in Star Spangled Comics number 1 in 1941. Interesting thing about this is he's the first adult sidekick to be partnered up with a teenage superhero. Yeah, I know. Pat Dugan became the sidekick to the Star Spangled Kid after he helped him take down a Nazi spy ring. The Star Spangled Kid used a cosmic converter belt, and that's why he was the primary hero of the duo. Sometime later, the two would go their separate ways, and Patrick Dugan would get remarried to Barbara Whitmore, and the Star Spangled Kid would end up dying as part of Infinity Incorporated, and Dugan would keep the belt. Courtney Whitmore, rummaging through Dugan's stuff, found the Cosmic Converter belt and made herself the second Star Spangled Kid just to annoy her stepfather. Her stepfather would come up with a robotic suit that he could wear in the efforts to look after her and also mentor her. He would go on to name the robotic suit STRIPE, which is actually an acronym for Special Tactics Robotic Integrated Power Enhancer. Fancy. Pat does not have any special abilities except for the fact that he is a gifted mechanical engineer.
Now number 5. Once it's supposed to be a new superhero, she was supposed to be a younger version.
Hey, who said you could start filming without me?
Oops. Let's get to number 5.
Number 5.
It's Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl, Donna Troy, first appeared in The Brave and the Bold, number 60 in 1965. Wonder Girl was supposed to originally be a younger version of Wonder Woman.
Which I said.
Yes, which you said, but a lot of people got confused and thought it was a new superhero, so DC went ahead and created Wonder Girl from that. When Hippolyta, the mother of Wonder Woman, wanted to give her daughter a playmate, she created Donna Troy by using a magic mirror, which was an exact copy of Wonder Woman. Hippolyta's arch enemy, Dark Angel, would kidnap Donna, thinking it was Diana. She would curse Donna to live a countless number of lives that all would end tragically. This would go on for an indeterminate number of years until Wonder Woman, Hippolyta, and the Flash would find out about this, stop Dark Angel, and free Donna. Donna would assume a number of identities over the years, including even being Wonder Woman for a period of time, but now goes as the hero Tora. Donna has accelerated healing. She can fly. She has superhuman agility, durability, reflexes, speed, stamina, and strength. She knows advanced hand-to-hand combat techniques, can use a number of Amazonian weaponry, and she is skilled with tactical analysis. When she was Wonder Woman, she did use the golden lasso. Now she uses a lasso of persuasion, which is a silver lasso that, to a lesser extent, makes people do what she wants them to do. Now, number 4 has appeared on 2 of my other videos. Yes, David Grandma said, you've been watching my videos.
I'm your biggest fan.
Well, thank you. Let's get to number 4. Number 4.
Speedy.
Speedy, Roy Harper, first appeared in More Fun Comics number 73 in 1941. And yes, he has been on 2 of my other lists. After becoming the ward of Green Arrow, he would team up with him on adventures many times over the years before he would go off on his own and become Arsenal, a vigilante, and later Red Arrow, a not as quite vigilante superhero. He is an expert archman and an expert marksman. He can even use more than just arrows, such as boas, knives, and various other weaponry. He is trained in martial arts and investigation. He also is a drummer. Now, number 3, number 2, and number 1 would go on to form the very first incarnation of the Teen Titans. Well, he's the first sidekick in DC. He's also gone on to become his own superhero. Yeah, he also took over as Batman before the new 52 reboot. Yeah. So, let's get started. Number 3. Aqualad, only known as Garth, first appeared in Adventures Comics number 269 in 1960. Interesting thing about this, Aqualad is scared of fish.
What?
Well, he's scared of schools of fish, something that would haunt him until his teenage years.
Oh, wow.
Aqualad was an outcast from Atlantis because he was born as part of a prophecy that he had access to great mystical powers and would someday spell the doom for Atlantis. He was supposed to be put to death, but Aquaman's father saved him from this and had him leave the city. He would later encounter Aquaman and would have many adventures with him. He would later become a co-founder of the Teen Titans and would leave them after he felt that he was no good out of water. He would later be known as the superhero Tempest, but that is for another video. Since he is an Atlantean, he does have the ability to breathe underwater. He also has enhanced sight, hearing, and enhanced physiology that lets him live an extended period of time. He has superhuman strength, speed, and stamina, and underwater he can swim at about 85 miles an hour. He is durable, super durable, and he also has marine telepathy just like Aquaman. He can talk and control fish. Alright, coming in at number 2
Is Kid Flash.
Kid Flash, Wally West, first appeared in Flash Volume 1, number 110 in 1959. What you might not know is when Kid Flash first hit the scene, he had an identical costume to Flash before he got the one that we all know of today. Wally West as a kid idolized the Flash and dreamed of one day becoming Flash. One summer he went to stay with his Aunt Iris in Central City, who he said was his best friend, and was introduced to Barry Allen. He would later meet the Flash and ask how he got his powers. Flash showed him how the setup of his lab was and said it was a 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance that the lightning bolt would happen to create him as the Flash. A 1,000,000,000 chance actually did happen, and Wally West was created to be Flash in the same way that Flash was created. Later on one of their adventures, lightning would strike a matter-transforming machine which would change Wally West's costume to the Kid Flash outfit that we know today. Wally West has all the powers that the Flash has, being able to access the super force, traveling dimensions if he goes fast enough, even has the ability to do an infinite mass punch by increasing his mass by his speed to be able to hit harder. He also has the ability to fly by using his arms as helicopter weapons. Also, superhuman charge, brain activity, superhuman speed, and such. Coming in at number 1
is the original Robin.
Yes, Robin, Dick Grayson, first appeared in Detective Comics number 38 in 1940. He's also the very first DC sidekick.
Wow.
He's the first non-retconned DC sidekick. Batman and Robin are united by similar tragedies, with Bruce Wayne's parents being shot and Robin's parents being killed by a gangster through a trapeze accident. They would team up together for many years until Robin decided it was time for him to go solo, and he would become the superhero Nightwing. Later, when Batman was killed, he would take over the role of Batman, and now that we have the new 52 reboot, he is back to Nightwing again. He is at the peak of human conditioning, just like his mentor Batman. The only skills that he exceeds Batman is actually in speed and in computer hacking. If you want to know more about Robin / Nightwing, check out my DC's Genius Levels Heroes list, my DC's non-powered superhero list, and my DC Golden Age list part 2. He is in all of those videos. Alright, that's it for another video. I sure hope you enjoyed this. I sure had a lot of fun making it with my boy, my sidekick Jacob.
If you like me, hit the like button.
Excuse me?
If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe.
Yes. If you saw someone on this list that you thought should have been there, you can go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section, or you can leave a comment on my Facebook page and I'll leave the information in the credits. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Tumblr, I update it rather sporadically, but I try and do it at least once a week. So,
You'll put it in the credits.
thanks for stepping on my line. So, did you enjoy this?
Yes.
Do you want to make more videos?
Yes.
Alright. And we'll be back for our next video, but until then, we'll see ya.